John Hersey.
And I'm Beverly Belluri with John Hersey International, and we're here to bring you tip number 3 to help you build your best year ever.
So the last segment we talked about building relationships through a sage, and it's such an important conversation that we really wanted to add some texture and some dimension to it. And this is really all about building your network so you can build your net worth. Because that's what your network is really all about, is building your net worth. It's not just going out and developing relationships for your company. It's developing relationships for yourself and really building that. But what we're really focused on is quality relationships, not quantity relationships.
That's because the more quality relationships you have, the more valuable you will be in the marketplace forever, your entire life. And so that just will build your confidence, and it will make you, once again, unforgettable and distinctive.
There you go.
So let's talk about some of the ways to build a quality relationship. And the first one that comes to mind is be a connector. This is really important. And there's a man, Keith Ferrazzi, F-E-R-R-A-Z-Z-I, who wrote a book called Never Eat Alone, and he is a master connector. What he does is he finds people who he feels would really enjoy or enhance one another's lives. John and I have started doing this with small dinner parties, where we'll put people together who may not know each other, who do not know each other, and we just feel that there might be a similarity or some sort of enrichment that goes on. They will not forget you. This is big, and this is truly unforgettable. You don't see it happening this day and age.
So another tip is remembering the small things. We've all been told this. We all have been told to remember birthdays. How often do we really do it? I can't tell you how many. Very few people remember my birthday.
I do.
Well, maybe. On occasion you do. But the point is, small things. My birthday, Bev's birthday.
The name of their dog. That's a big one with us. We're real puppy lovers.
Their kids, etc. Remember those small things. That's an important tip.
Another thing is be proactive. We've got a really reactive society going on. But go and pick up the phone and give them a call. Leave them a message on their birthday, or go across the street. If you're at a party, cross the room and say hello to someone. Just be more energetic and more proactive in continuing and augmenting the relationship.
In our first book, Creating Contagious Leadership, we devoted significant print and chapter to the importance of recognition. And we really talked about doing a program called Recognize 5, which is a very specific way to recognize people, which is the most powerful way to create motivation. Well, the same is true in relationships. If you recognize people, if you reach out, if you stay in touch, if you place that little phone call that says, you know, I was just thinking about you, and I thought I'd call you, but I guess you're not there, I'll leave a message. It's okay. It's recognizing people that makes them feel special. Practice it.
And just be unforgettable. We've mentioned this and mentioned this and mentioned this, but do things that other people don't do. We have a girlfriend who is an avid reader, and whenever she goes to a place to visit people or whatever, she'll bring a book that she's read, even though it's earmarked and underlined with her notes in it. It's just more personable that way, and it's very, very thoughtful. Do unforgettable things.
Here's the last thing to remember, and maybe the most important thing, is to keep in mind there's a distinction in relationship. You have to understand that relationships are a non-linear activity. By that I mean we usually get involved in in relationship building. We meet someone, they've expressed an interest in our business or a product or not. If not, we move on and go find another one. There's a circular relationship to business, to relationships, and they're very much like a bank account. You can't make withdrawals unless you have a balance. You're never going to get a balance unless you make deposits. We say you've got to make at least 10 deposits, 10 contacts, investments into that relationship, whether that's a phone call, an email, a visit, a handwritten note, whatever it might be, at least 10 before you can start to make